at any given point, you can't just turn off your brain and accept that this is it. At every given point, you must, whenever you encounter something new, at least investigate, keep your mind open, and whatever understanding or knowledge you have at the time, you use that capacity to make the best decision. And I think that's really what Islam is in a nutshell. And to highlight the beauty of this religion as well, I would say that's perfectly in line with our natural tendencies as well. You know, as children, we grow up and we've got weird things that we think of the world, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I thought that people who played basketball were just silly, or for example, you know, but like now I know, um, especially meeting Imam Hadi, you know, that people who play basketball can be very smart. I'm
It's
just
good to
really
know that you don't
simplifying.
think that I'm silly.
I'm just simplifying my own, I guess, worldview. Like at one point, I was just fully in with soccer, and I used to, you know, diss on anyone who would say, "Oh, you know, like basketball's better because of this, and that," for example. So you know, like growing up, every child has weird things that they think are the truths of the world, but over time, through investigation, through making mistakes, through education and being presented with new ideas, we embrace that and we grow up. And you know, we obviously have our own personalities and our own understanding of the world at any given point. But it's really beautiful to me that this is exactly what Islam preaches, and this is exactly the scientific method and the very basis of all the progress that we've made in the past 2 centuries out in the West. And to go back to your point about you know, it being a practical way of life, I think that's a really good example as well. You know, it's exactly in line with what we actually want to do as human beings. I guess the only thing that kind of gets in the way of people at least thinking about religion in an open sense would be just the stigma that's attached to it now because of the way the information is presented. And I think it's kind of unfortunate that the society places so much emphasis on the self and not really on the collective benefit, to the point where I feel like a lot of the times, even as a Muslim, you tend to get affected by that. And you know, like obviously the society around you has an effect on you as well, so you can be selfish at times too. And I think that focus on the self kind of prevents us from investigating what other people might have to say sometimes, or you know, just keeping your mind open. So while we are focusing on self-improvement, but at the same time, it's weird that we shut off our brains to new ideas.